everyone? Good afternoon. It is May 16th, around 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time. This is Mikey coming to you over here. Just wanted to follow up on some more college algebra, catch up. Looks like today we're going to be talking about rules for fractional exponents, roots, and radicals. So these are some of the equations that we're going to be referring to as we get through these few problems. I'm going to try to bust out about 3 or 4 problems on this video just to give you some examples of these rules. Okay, so the first problem that we can start with is the square root of 8 times the square root of 2 is equal to what value? So if you've been keeping pace with my videos, this is probably not going to be too hard for you. This is pretty simple. We just take these two numbers under the radicals. We can just put them under one roof actually. So 8 times 2 is 16. That is a pretty wonky looking 6. There we go. Coming down here, square root of 16, and that's super simple, the square root of 16. In order to find that, we just want to find the two numbers that when multiplied together give us 16, and that's how we find the square root. In this case, that would be 4. So our answer is 4. Okay, super simple. All right, now we're going to go to the next problem. Let's see, so we have the third root of 5 cubed. So we only have that in parentheses. So what we want to do for this equation, first we want to rewrite the equation using this formula. We're taking the nth root of a and we're multiplying that times m. In this instance, we're going to say that this is the same thing as raising 8 to the nth. M, not M like Nancy, we're saying M like Mary. We're going to raise A like apple to the M like Mary power, and we're going to go ahead and take the square root of that. Not the square root, we're going to take it to the nth root. And this being whatever nth root was already on our variable on this side. We're just going to take that up to the m power. And so what we're doing in this equation, what that is going to look like is basically we're going to take the cube root of 5 cubed. So this up here is going to come down here. We're going to take, we have 5 cubed. We're taking the cubed root of that. So that's what this turns into. Now, once you do that, we're going to go ahead and invert the cubed root, which in this case is 3. So, like I said, once we invert that, we're going to have 5 cubed. So we're still keeping this. We're still keeping our 5 cubed. That's going to come over here. So we still have that. But what we're doing is changing the outside of the equation around that. So we're no longer taking the third cube, or the nth, or the third cube. We're taking the inverse of that, which in this case would be 1 over 3, taking everything to the 1/3 power. Okay? Now we're going to use this equation that states that, we'll just put it like this, we're using the equation, and I'll actually make this smaller. The equation that states that a to the m to the n is the same thing as taking a to the m times nth power. Okay, so I guess we'll just call that, I don't know, equation 1. Actually, I guess that would be equation 2 because we already used the equation before. Just to derive this, we drove that. So, like I said, so taking this, so using this, let me turn actually the font back up. So, having this equation, the 5 cubed up to the inverse cube, is basically saying what we're going to do is plug that in here. A is going to be 5, m is going to be 3, n is going to be 1 over 3. And so we're taking 5 up to the 3 times 1 inverse 1 over 3 power. So I write it. It's a lot easier if I say it. I mean, if I write it, then whether I say it. Give me 1 second. Actually had some toast in the oven. I had to take it out. Sorry about that. So it's 5 to 3. Okay. So we're taking 5 up to 3 times 1 over 3. And that's the same thing as saying 5 up to the 3 over 1, because 3 over 1 is just 3. I'm just doing this so you guys can see easier what we're going to be doing. I mean, but then you can just see it, the 3's cancel, and you just have 1. So 5 to the 1, which is just equal to 5. So that's our answer for that one. And then we got the last one. I think actually I might be able to fit 2 more. I don't know, we're gonna be cutting it close. We'll see. This one's pretty straightforward too. It just states we're basically gonna rewrite, we're gonna solve the cube root of x cubed. And as you can kind of recognize things from the last problem, you understand how you could probably tell what the answer is, but I'm still going to go through it. So what we're going to do is rewrite this. Oops. I'm going to rewrite this equation using, let me see if I can just bring that back. This rule. Actually, yeah, this rule. So we're going from right here. And we're doing this. So we're going to have x cubed up to the 1 over 3 power. And like I said, just going backwards on that last equation, here m is going to be equal to 3. And we have a, which in this case is equal to x. And then we have times n, which is in this case is equal to 1 over 3. And it looks kind of familiar from last time. Once again, you can just take that 3, put it over the 1, so it's easier to see that you're going to just be canceling it out. I mean, that's why I said, like, you can pretty much just look at this problem and tell it's going to be just like the last one. They cancel out. That goes to 1. X to the 1 power is just itself, so it's just x. So yeah, like I said, that one was pretty straightforward. Okay, so I can slide one more in here. This will be the last one we do for today, and then I'll probably touch base with you guys tomorrow and do another one. I'm gonna do some more of these, or I might move on. I don't know. Just trying to get to actually as much as possible. So we have here the cubed root of 8 squared, and so we're going to go ahead and just rewrite this just like the last time. I'm going to rewrite this as the cube root of 8, except we're going to square this. So keep in mind what we're doing is pulling this 2 out, putting that out in the parentheses. And so this, the easiest way to think about this problem is what number will multiply 3 times by itself is equivalent to 8. So we have 2 times 2 times 2. Those are some pretty funky parentheses. Okay, there we go. And then we have all that in here. But remember, we're taking the root of this. The root of this. So the root of this is just 2. We don't want 8. We want what number would multiply by itself 3 times gives you 8, which in this case is 2. So 2 squared is 2 times 2, which is 4. And that's our answer. So I'll go ahead get some more between now and tomorrow. I'll try to work on some more. I might post something else later on tonight. But if you like what you guys saw, please subscribe. Like I said, I do tutor online. So if you are interested in that, please just click on the link in the description below. And all right, you guys have a good day. Bye.